Welcome and smile with me, Ms.Adiation, Divination. So I'm out being the wilderness girl that I am in my front yard, being my wild child energy, lunatic, loving, grateful soul. And so as I am able to share the gifts that are truly priceless, I bring it to you in writing, a vocal expression that I truly hope you can understand if you take the time to tune in and tune up to Welcome at Smile. So, change. Change is so many things, and I'm going to, in multiple forms, break it down and reconstruct it in a way that gives you the joy that I exuberate, the warrior defense and righteousness that I live in, and the unhindered, unashamed sense of undeniable self. Right. So, you're welcome. Change is, and I'll show you how I wrote it. Right. And you can look up all these things in the Oxford Dictionary for further understanding and explanation of what it is that I am stating, literally, in fact, as is. Okay? Cool. So, change is innumerable, meaning surpassing the amount of numbers you can imagine. Infinite, eternal, right? Forever and ever, always present. Unavoidable, unwanted at times, unimaginable at times, unaccepted by self at times, denial, or by others of self, meaning when you change or your views, physical, emotional, however it is that your change is present in you, others that are present to yourself that you keep of self for yourself in your company energy may not acknowledge or accept the changes of you and in you. Right. Even recognize them. Correct. Change is one of the most, remember guys, so many gifts in your gifts of life that we haven't even begun to shine the light on the glorious being that you are. So keep tuning in, okay? Change is one of the priceless, miraculous, wonder-filled, magnificent gifts that you possess in your individual life, right? Why do I state that? Because change is. What is now, right? Now that I have given you a broader spectrum and a more literal sense of what is. So what is noun, person, place, or thing. There are many things that are nouns that are tangible but are not in physical form, acknowledged, viewed, or valued in present time or sense or realm of self, right? But they are. So change is a thing which is tangible, physically, emotionally, mentally, in metaphoric terms, metaform, which is your physical form, right? Your metaform. Oh, Jesus Christ. Words are so literal and intricate, guys. You don't understand the power of words. And I truly want you to, so that we can be this greatness that I'm living that is constantly discredited in disbelief, but I got it. So I will not deny it, and yeah, I'm not living in mirage or under a shade tree. Um, I'm bringing it to you full force, and there's only two ways to go about it: embrace it, enjoy it, be the greatness with greatness, or step aside because the truth ain't gonna change or stop being true regardless of perception or test of time, right? So now that I've given you a more logical, rational understanding of what is, what you are, and maybe allow you to process the greatness in dosages that feed your soul. Okay, so, oops. Yeah, that's right, synchronicity, we're getting somewhere. I won't be stopped, just like that train. All right, guys, so now on a more uplifting perspective of all the things that change truly is, change is of more significance to you now that you understand that you are that thing, person, place, or thing, that tangible force that may not always be seen, acknowledged, or aware of self, of the change in self, of the change that you create, of the change that you affect, of the change that you produce in self and others daily. Right, the ripple effect, the undeniable, unavoidable ripple effect that the deaf, dumb, and blind deny due to living in a world where if it ain't about self, it doesn't exist. Right, so sick. So, because I'm not the sickness that people try to apply with the labels, I am enjoying my Seinfeld humor, my intellectual humor, my divine adiation by sharing it with you guys, however I come across. Truly joyous, giddy energy. So, right, guys, you are, again, reminded of change being all these words that start with un, right? Meaning you, right? As basic as it gets. I, inside, you, inside, right? And this is where the acronyms come in. Oh, dear Lord. Guys, if only you knew what I knew, the world would be a better place. And because I want it, and I know what it is, I give it freely, truly. Don't shoot the messenger, because I pop back. I'm in purpose of a greater purpose. It's really not that hard. I'm not asking you to, of anything that shouldn't come naturally. And if it doesn't come naturally, tune in to you, self, the driving force of your eternal existence, regardless of how aware or in belief or able to be self you truly are. Right? And my words are not riddles. They are literal. They are facts. And they are truth. And the truth sounds like a lot of things, but it doesn't change what is. And what is the truth will always stand. Right. So, all right, guys. Change is one of the most. So you are the most. Right. One. So you being the most, and then having, aside from being the mostest, having aspects, truly physical, undeniable, elements of self that further magnify and enhance the value of self that cannot even begin to be measured. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And how that truly is? Right. Warrior Empress. Worth preserving, fighting for, and absolutely never, ever denying. Right. So why not share it? Right. So, because I know of all the gifts that I truly possess that don't need to be acknowledged outside of self-awareness and self-preservation, I can truly bring this to you guys, no matter the labels that society attempts to create for their own comfort in the truth that they refuse to thrive in. Because when one is aware of the truth, knows the truth, but does not have the ability to apply, live, and stand in it, it creates self-inflicted hell, because you're denying the truth of self to self, right? The worst kind of punishment. Only you know things about yourself that other people will never believe, that you never have to prove. Just don't lose yourself finding yourself or being yourself in an unrealistic illusion of what is our current society. And there are many societies in our communal living. Do you understand me? I truly hope so. So that being said, let me go through this because, you know, I don't write in order because it's truly a divine channeling. Now that there's a broader sense of understanding and you've given me your time, I can share the rest of my writing and know that it won't be falling upon deaf, dumb, and blind beings because you stayed tuned in and tuned up. So through listening, recognition of logic within self, and processing that change is not only a word. Change what it says. So through listening and logically processing change as not only a word, but more significantly a thing. Right. It becomes a thing with tangibility and grasped awareness of your undeniable gift that is your life. No matter the acceptance of all that you truly are. So whether you accept your life, like your life, value your life, see the gifts in your life, see your life as a gift. Right. I know I'm right. Just sucks that people get mad at me for being right. And I refuse to be wrong. And when I'm wrong, I ain't got no shame about it. Which really pisses people off. Because why would I be ashamed of having an event in my life that creates the ability to become better? Because if I knew better, I wouldn't have been wrong. Because when you choose to be wrong, you're just fucked off. You're fuckery. And that's not what I am. Right. Even when I do bad things, I don't do them with the intent of being wrong and going wrong. Anyways. Don't know what it is. So guys, if you don't know what it truly is, I'm going to continue to share. I'm going to continue to be the messenger, the light, the source of energy that may rub you the wrong way or totally feed you what you need in the moment. It's all up to you. But I know what I am, and I know what is. And God, the label applied for the understanding of the small mind and the manipulation of the deaf, dumb, and blind and the sheep that are herded is truly a label that does not provide explanation, depiction of what God truly is. So, why people fear God, I'm not sure. Why people deny God, I'm not sure. But people fear their own abilities and capabilities, their own thoughts. Right. People fear themselves. So, because I know self and I know the divine creator, I come to you guys with this unconditional love without fear of judgment, ridicule, or backlash. So once you know that, once you gain that, once you grasp an inclination of what it is that I am sharing with you, testifying of, and hopefully giving you the spark to create in you what already is. Right. The greatness of your gifts in the individual life you live. So, that truly is your eternal DNA and joyous divination, which is priceless. And when you truly have that, you know the adiation divination that I live in. So, for acceptance in exterior matters, listen, guys, take these words literally. The grand majority of the inhumane and humans that are coexisting in my present time of communal and society living, this applies to them. And it's sad because I see it day to day. But I can't get jiggy with it. So, 4 being you in the physical form, soul, spirit you create, and your divine being. For self-acceptance, for self, just being able to live with self, right? For self, of you. Acceptance of your exterior matters, meaning matters of environment, matters as in physical matter, people, right?